Hello my friends, I am Sarah. Welcome back to Grace in My Space. Thank you for joining me here today. On my channel, I love to share all things home, DIY, styling, home decor, all the things. And today, we're gonna take a little break from the heavy, intense projects that I've been doing, and we're gonna go on an antique shopping trip. So one of the questions that I get all the time is how to incorporate antiques into a modern home. And so I'm gonna do a two-part series, and we're going to start today by going shopping, looking at antique stores, looking at the variety that you can find there and giving you some ideas for how you can use those things in your home. And then next week, I'm actually gonna bring you into my home and show you how I have used antiques throughout my entire space without making my home look old. So stay tuned for part 2 coming up, and for now, let's go shopping. Now today I'm actually going to take you to an antique store, but on the way there, I stopped at this man's house. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but he always has the best stuff in his front yard. Look at this 15 to 20 foot table. It was incredible. If you can find places like this, make sure and go and check them often. Now let's head into the antique store. I want to focus on looking for things that are creative and outside the box and things that you might not be able to find everywhere. I love sweet pieces like hardware. This brass hook would be absolutely adorable for anything from your car keys to a blanket hook to basket holder. If you have kind of a coastal vibe to your house, this would be super fun. I'm even thinking of it for our lake cottage. I always look for kitchenware, for mixing bowls, things that are really utilitarian. The white pot is really cute too with the wood handle. And of course, vintage artwork is always an awesome find. Look for pieces like this beautiful table that have intricate details and are in good shape or are a good project piece. And I find all sorts of items like this that are cubbies or have small drawers. They would be great to use for essential oils or for any kind of small storage. It just needs to be cleaned up. I love looking for vintage mirrors. I'm using one in the cottage. This one was in great shape. It could just use a little bit of cleaning. Crocs always have my heart. I will always hunt for Crocs. But these floats are really cool. I actually have some. I'm going to show you how I style them. Anytime you find vintage stools with those really pretty turned legs, those are always an amazing find. I use them for plant stands. I also found this huge wicker basket, which was awesome for pillow or blanket storage. And make sure and look underneath and behind things because there is just stuff packed everywhere in antique stores and it's really easy to overlook fun finds. This metal tray would be awesome, as well as this old wooden toolbox. Those would be great for just storage, recipe cards, any kind of coffee table display, flowers, super versatile. I also always look for really fun architectural pieces. This was definitely for a piece of machinery, but that top piece could be pulled off and displayed as something just interesting to look at. And there's always things to find in the antique store. Tucked behind this table was a really pretty mirror with beautiful wood detail on it. You have to hunt for the good stuff. I love pieces like this that could be used for storage or for a nightstand. They're smaller items and they would fit in a lot of different places. Looking for bigger furniture pieces is a great way to bring a lot of character into your home rather than always buying new. This would be super cute if you want to modernize it. You could even take off those side rails and just make it into a small side table, lighten the wood, or paint it. It would be super cute. And you never know what you're going to find at an antique store like this light up Jesus, which I got distracted by until I saw what was next to it. This is so adorable. I am getting this for sure, and I will show you what I do with it. Sometimes antiques can be expensive, but this was a great price for what it is. In this booth, I noticed the really intricate carving of this wood and this beautiful painting on velvet, which I also have one that was similar. This wood piece was incredible. It did not have the best construction. It was pretty flimsy, but the detail on it was so beautiful. I always look for baskets. Baskets are a really easy find to incorporate vintage or antique pieces into your home and have it be functional and pretty at the same time. And I always love to look for the things that crack me up, like a full-size traffic light. We've got some random fish things happening. We have some horns. We've got random toys. But amongst all of that are beautiful furniture pieces that you don't want to overlook because your eye can be drawn to some of the clutter more easily. This piece would be so beautiful in a country kitchen. It has so much character, and those curved drawers are amazing. I also love that they kind of set it up like a kitchen area. Also be on the lookout for things like random textiles that you could frame or use to reupholster a piece. Sometimes you can find vintage textiles that have a lot of pretty character to them. I also love finding super cute, unique little pieces like this jade pitcher. It would be super cute for cream. And I have lots of brass details from antique stores. Again, vintage paintings are so beautiful and usually more affordable than buying brand new. You can often find really large-scale art as well, which can be more expensive in normal stores than if you're buying from an antique store or from a thrift shop. Look at that detail. So beautiful. These chairs were in amazing condition. They have those mid-century modern vibes that are really popular right now, straight out of the mid-century, and they are in amazing shape. I didn't even find a price. I wish I could have. I bet they were priced pretty reasonably. I always am on the hunt for antique bowls. I have a wood bowl collection. I will show you in my next video how I style those kinds of pieces in my house. And if you're not in the mood for Jenga, look right below it because that piece of granite would be a beautiful charcuterie board or a cheese board for display in the kitchen. These bells are beautiful. I always look for them for Christmas displays. They're super cute. You can hang them on a wall as well. And they just have a really pretty accent and super solid and beautiful construction. I have looked at this lion coffee crate for about 5 years. I think it would be an amazing piece for a coffee table or just for a side table. Super cute, lots of detail. It has been here for 5 years because it's very expensive, and so that's why it still remains here, but I love it. It would be such a cool piece to add. This is one of my absolute favorite booths in this antique store. It is full of beautiful primitives in excellent condition. It's also priced that way, so I usually look and don't buy, but I love to be inspired by the colors and the textiles and all of the pottery in this booth. I could take everything in here and put it in my home and have to do nothing to it. This is a really cute McCoy piece. I love those extra details. Now, I can say that there are some really creepy things I've seen in antique stores, but these doll parts took the cake. Thanks so much for shopping with me today. I hope you had fun and got some ideas to think outside the box and learn different ways that you can use antiques and repurpose them in your home now. Stay tuned for more on that in specific detail to come next week. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and I will see you next time.